Hey there, fifth grade. What a good week we're having with the Gummy Bear Lab. Let's review real quick. Every day of the week, I'm releasing one more part of the assignment. So that you're not supposed to go ahead. And I know I gave you the keynote with everything, but check it out on Schoology. Monday, you saw the overview, the office hours, and the Monday work. On Tuesday, I opened up the Tuesday work. Here's our Wednesday work. And now today's Thursday. I'm asking you to go one day at a time because each day I'm giving you a video to go with your work. And there's going to be work on Friday as well. This right here, welcome, how are you? Not an assignment. That's just a discussion board where you can chat. And right here, my science. That's an important one to talk about too. This is almost an extra credit or just an extra space because science safety. All science work can be completed on the iPad. I'm not expecting any of you to go to the store and buy gummy bears. No, that would not be a fair thing. You can do your whole assignment by watching the videos Miss Bush posts. And that's actually what you're being asked to do. My science is a space where if you did decide to try some science experiments and you had science safety, you had parent permission, you had parent supervision, then you could post what you did to share with me under my science. Scientists never just dump chemicals. Scientists carefully measure chemicals, and scientists actually know how the chemicals react before they test them. Friends, I want to make sure you know each day of the week you have a different part of the assignment to do. And we've been having fun with gummy bears. Step 1, we just made predictions. And then we discovered that the gummy bear in water swelled up really big. All right, then we came up with ideas to test, and oh, did you have ideas? Lots of them. And I tried your ideas. I mixed water, salt, and vinegar. I tried mouthwash. I did the ideas you shared. So now we're here to our new discussion. And our new discussion is, was it a fair test? Well, let's look at this. What we did is not a controlled experiment. Cup A changed 3 variables. It changed the water, the salt, and the vinegar. Scientists do controlled experiments to prove what caused the change. We do not know if the gummy bear in cup A swelled up because of the water or the salt or the vinegar. We don't know which one caused that change. So to figure out what is causing the change, we need to do the controlled experiment the way a scientist does. And that is our big learning this week. We're trying to learn the idea of a controlled experiment. Some scientists or some kids call it a fair test, and the science phrase is controlled experiment. It is a science experiment that changes only one thing at a time. And what is that one thing we change? It's called a variable. This will be a big science word we talk about a lot in 5th grade science. A variable is anything that can change in a science experiment. For the gummy bear lab, our variables were water, ice, vinegar, hot water, salt. The color of the gummy bear, I didn't keep that the same. The amount of water, I didn't measure. I was dumping for that last test. So our goal for the next test is to make it more of a controlled experiment. So let's check it out. We could delete a lot of what we did before. And in cup A, that can be our control, the one we used to really compare. That can have 100 milliliters of water. Cup B can have 100 milliliters of vinegar. We can measure it. Cup C could have like a tablespoon of salt and 100 milliliters of water. See how we're keeping the amount the same? Vinegar and ice in the same cup? No, thank you. We could do hot water and again measure it 100 milliliters. And that mouthwash was kind of fun, but we could measure it, not just dump it in 100 milliliters. And then some kids are asking me to try stuff like apple cider vinegar or some juice, but I don't have any juice at my house. I only have apple cider, like the kind you get from an apple orchard, but I can still measure it and test. Now I have more of a controlled experiment. I need to weigh every gummy bear before I put it in, and I'm going to need to weigh these gummy bears after and then record some observations. Each space of this experiment only changes one thing. So that's how I'm going to measure a controlled experiment. So what's your work? Here's one idea I could do for Miss Bush. I may or may not do that exact idea, but why don't you, for your Thursday work, Wednesday work, where'd Thursday go? It's your job to design a fair test for the gummy bear. So you could write a question. If I add will the gummy bear swell up and get bigger? Step 1, you're going to get a plain gummy bear with a cup with 100 milliliters of water and set that up. Step 2, you're going to add 100 milliliters of something else, maybe salt water. You're only going to change one part at a time. You're never going to dump salt and vinegar and water all together. And friends, let's check this out and see what happens. I can't wait to see your work for Thursday. And a reminder, we're doing one piece of the work a day. On Friday morning, we will see a video of how this turns out.